am asking you guys for your best video ideas because I currently have none. I know, very creative. But any video idea that I do end up taking from you guys, I am going to credit you at the very start of the next video that I film. And that should be the one that you commented. So we're going to figure out who has the best video ideas. We're going to credit you, and then we're going to also film the video and see how it does. If it does really well, maybe we'll add something in there. I don't know what yet, because we got to see if it even does well. But any video idea that you guys think is going to be absolutely great, I will write it down. I'll put your name so that way you are credited once when it is filmed, and then at the very start, your name will be like appear and whatnot. Shitty intro, I know. And believe it or not, I did write the thumbnail with this big ass pencil. It was a challenge. It was a challenge. But I did it. That's not very entertaining. Some ideas that I've had were like special effects. Special effects is always fun. So I was going to do one where making like facial hair. That's always fun, Maybe a unibrow, making like a Yeti face. The other one that I was thinking of doing was the Matrix. So taking the Matrix and like trying to recreate some of the scenes that they did in the movie with CGI, but completely practical. No CGI, no special effects. Well, only practical special effects, Which would be quite a challenge. So maybe we'll write down just some of them. I'll write down some and I'll just credit myself, I guess. We'll do recreating Matrix special effects scenes. That sounds simple enough. I probably spelt that like horribly wrong, but it does not matter. Hope you guys are able to comment and whatnot. How you doing, Mr. Jackville? I hope you're doing good, man. What's your best YouTube video idea? I want to hear your best video idea so that way, hey, if I film it, I will credit you at the start of the video. It could be anything. Just start throwing mud at a wall and seeing what sticks, Because if it sticks and if I film it, you're getting credited. And maybe something in the future, I don't know what that would be. Gotta figure that out. Story of a warrior. Listen to Story of a Warrior. I'll write it down. Watcher. I don't know who Watcher is, but kind of glazing. Story of a Warrior. Hold up. I gotta read Warrior again. I'm a little slow. I know I looked at it and I know I just misspelt it. One by John Michael Howard. Okay. Let me add you too. Mr. Jackville. That'd be a crazy name to have to credit at the very start of a video. Mr. Jackville. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. Any other video ideas? We need something that is crazy. I'll go and hike a mountain if that sounds interesting. I do have one idea that I think would kind of just be good for maybe a younger audience too, as much as like people my age. I was planning on maybe going around and picking up trash, see if I could pick up 200 pounds of trash and then trying to challenge a couple other creators to either match that or beat that. But picking up 200 pounds of trash does sound like a lot, so maybe I got some refining to do with it. Maybe what the plan would be is just go out and plan to try to hit 200 pounds, but just, I don't know, wing it. add me, bro, on the left screen. Hey, man, I can't lie. I don't go live that much. I don't know how to do it. Let me be right back. Let me grab a different phone real quick just to search up some stuff. Okay, I'm back. Again, best video ideas, you'll get credited at the start of the video once when I film it. 1 second, what the fuck? Oop, probably shouldn't cuss that much. So right now we got recreating the Matrix special effects scene completely practically. Listening to the story of a warrior, that was from Mr. Jackville. What's up, Lean Kratzer? I probably butchered that name and I apologize to you, but I mean, I don't know how else to try to pronounce it. Maybe that, oh wait, that's not even, oh yeah, that's Leanne. All right. What's your video idea? You got any good video ideas? It's fine if it's something that's not the best. You know, we're going to vote on it afterwards and see what the top 10 are. You don't. I appreciate the honesty. Thank you. What about trying to swim? No, I think trying to swim a marathon, I would end up drowning. I don't think that's the best idea. Okay, maybe I try to live stream floating down a river, like river rafting. That could be a good video. What do you guys think? Is that a W video? I had to swim across a pool once. How big was the pool? Are you just saying a kiddie pool? Or are you saying like an Olympic-sized pool? Because if so, that's pretty impressive. Another video idea. Really big, like the deep end. That's impressive. Let's, WU. Well, how tall are you? Like a deep end could be like the ocean for someone who's really short. Or it could just be like chest high, But another good video idea. We gotta think of something else that's a banger. Maybe, how long do you think you could stay in a sauna suit? How much water could you collect? How much sweat could you collect from being in a sauna suit for 24 hours? You don't know what a sauna suit is? Maybe I should get my hand away from my mouth so that way you can kind of see what I'm saying. It's like, it's pretty much like a trash bag that people put over themselves when they work out to just sweat a lot. It like keeps your heat in you. I'm thinking maybe 24 hours in a sauna suit, no sleep. That actually kind of doesn't sound like a good idea with how hot it is this summer. I think hiking a mountain, trying to hike a mountain would be a good video. I have a mountain that I did hike before. The trail is a little rough. So we're gonna write down hiking a mountain. Maybe if we live stream ourselves hiking up a mountain, we could try to raise some money for like a good charity. We're probably not gonna make a whole lot. Going to Florida. Do you think I'm Mr. Beast? I have 3 people in the live. I have no money, bro. For a good cause. You know what? No idea is a bad idea. Let me write it down. Going to Florida. Maybe I don't spend money, I just walk there. That could always work. You know, maybe something scientific. How far can a human walk in 24 hours? Or no, I feel like there's something that's already got that proven. Can I beat the distance that is okay, well I can't remember what I was going to ask, but you guys know fleas? Fleas can jump up to 18 inches, okay? Probably 50 miles. You know, 50 miles would be crazy to walk in 24 hours. 2 miles an hour? Ooh, you know what? That actually kind of sounds doable. You might be right. I'm gonna write it down. Walking for 24 hours. I'll put lean. Kratzer. But oh, okay. So a tick can jump up to 18 inches. All right. If a tick was now like the size of a human, it would be able to jump about 1,000 feet. I think that's insane. You know, like if it had the same body mass as a human, muscle density and everything from being the size of a tick, it can jump over 1,000 feet if it was human size. I don't know why I searched that up today, but it was something that just spoke to me, you know? So imagine if you had the strength of a flea to just jump, even a little bit, you could clear like hundreds of feet. Do you like history? I like history, you know. It's always good to know history. You gonna hit me with a history fact? Let me stop messing with the pencil. I mean, you write notes about history. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen or heard about in history? Well, I don't know how you would see history unless you have a freaking time machine. Um, you know, that almost gave me a good idea. The funniest pranks to ever happen in history. You know what? We'll do that. Pranks from 1,000 years ago. Okay, I put 100,000. I'm a little slow. Pranks from 1,000 years ago. 1773, the Tea Act, my fave. The Tea Act. Which side are you? British or American? That might have been really dumb, what I just said right there. My bad, you know? Pranks from 1,000 years ago. American, okay. You know, do you think when we dumped all that tea into the ocean, when it was like the Boston Tea Party, do you think that like thousands and thousands of sharks just got like awful teeth out of nowhere? Like they got caught in the crossfire a little bit. Fish, you know, they probably got some awful set of like biters on them, you know? They, it's a harsh reality, but it's a reality that they kind of had to live with. How many fish became British in one day from the Boston Tea Party? And you know what? Did that affect the taste of the fish? Probably not. Who knows? It probably wasn't long enough to actually like saturate within their meat and whatnot to add flavor. Keep saying whatnot. That's not helping. We need new video ideas. Right now we have 6 video ideas. You know, we need 4 more at least. What about, you know, maybe not a bad video would be reaching out to as many brands as I can to see who would sponsor me at all. Into water? I wonder what brands would actually like be comfortable doing a collab with me in my channel or send anything, you know, if they would. I feel like it would be a t-shirt. And they'd be like, yeah, go rock the brand. Go like do some crazy stuff. Red Bull would probably be an insane collab because I don't know how to do anything cool. I'd probably accidentally fall and like shatter both my legs. You know, Monster. See how many monsters I could drink in 24 hours. Actually, that doesn't sound very safe. Maybe we could do, maybe Red Bull, because it gives you wings. So I feel like that would be like a very like afterlife refreshing thing if you died from drinking too many Red Bulls. Hot sauce. Hot sauce. How much hot sauce? No. Because I have this Hot Ones hot sauce. This Last Dab. Over 91% Pepper X, you know. It's all backwards because I'm using the back of my phone. But I forgot how many Scoville units that is. But I feel like we should try to test the human limit of Scoville units that can be eaten in a single serving. You know, I've done the Buffalo Wild Wings challenge. That was awful. Mainly the after effects. But do you think a human could eat 1 billion Scoville units? Red Bull gives you wings. 1 billion Scoville units. Is there anything that, let me search that up real quick. Is there anything that is even close to 1 billion Scoville units in existence? Does any product exist with 1 billion Scoville units? If there is, I will buy it and we will try it. Does any product exist nearing? Yeah, because I feel like it's not gonna be dead on 1 billion. 1 billion Scoville units. Answer is no food or pepper nears 1 billion Scoville units. It tops out at 16 million. Natural ultra hot peppers peak well under 3 million. That's kind of lame. Wear 1,000 shirts? I like where you're thinking, Tyler. I like where you're thinking. All right, let me get a good look at your name. Holy. All right, yeah, we're gonna try and spell that. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, Tyler. I am just awful at spelling. Dash V7N. All right. I got you down, Tyler. Wearing 1,000 shirts, I like that. How many shirts could you wear? Maybe we go for even more. 2,000 shirts. Okay. Pure capsaicin, 16 million Scoville units. Hottest peppers, like Pepper X, 2.96. Okay, so that hot sauce bottle is only 2.96. Maybe we go, I don't even think I have 1,000 shirts that I own. Hey, take care, Lean, or yeah, Leanne, whatever your name is, I hope you have a great night, you know. Thank you for stopping in. Sorry, I'm so awkward. This is like the first live stream I've done in a bit. But have a great night. Maybe. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think maybe the best. I don't know. Live streaming going down the river sounds like a very funny idea, but sounds like it could go catastrophically wrong, you know? Although, I think, you know, skydiving would be crazy. Let's just, I gotta get that out there. Skydiving would be insane to do, but is kind of doable. We could start saving some money to go skydiving. You know, if I were to go skydiving, it would have to be at like 100,000 subscribers. You know, I hope I don't regret saying that. But one thing that I have is like a super bad fear of heights. But going skydiving, I think that would be kind of fair for 1,000 subscribers, or like 100,000 subscribers. That's what I want to do in the future. But until then, we got to work up to it. We got to get some crazy video ideas out there. So I want your best video ideas. Right now, we have 7. We have 7 video ideas. Trade up to something. Tyler coming in with just even more bangers. All right, what would be something different to trade up to? I'd have to go out and about. Maybe, what would be something ironic, you know? A magazine about a car and trade up to a car. That would kind of be nuts. A toy car to a real car. I think someone has done that already. Trade up. I don't know. Here, I'll write it down though. Anybody got any ideas for trading up from something for a video idea? Trade up from somewhere, get to somewhere. A penny to a car. Wow. That is going to be hard. All right, I'll write it down. Trade up from a penny to a car. Tyler down for 2 good video ideas. Maybe try to learn an instrument, you know? I don't know if people are really too big into instruments or anything. What's up, Tyler? Ask your question. Try to learn guitar. Chicks love guitar. Piano. I don't know. I suck at piano. We could do something real snazzy, you know? Trombone. Oh yeah. You want to get a party talking, get a party going? Are you shooting? Am I shooting what? Are you setting me up for something? Am I shooting? I don't know where this is going. Sorry, didn't mean to say that. No, you're good. Oh, what movie was it that I saw this one mask in and I was thinking of making? It was like, oh, The Chronicles of Riddick. Yeah, I get you. I'll go with the typo. The Chronicles of Riddick. It was like this dude had a mask that was on this side, and like in the front, but the front one went up and down. I was thinking trying to recreate that, but go for like a creepy undertone and trying to make it like a latexy, fleshy material, so that way it kind of is like a, I guess like a horror effect, and try to film maybe a funny skit or, I don't know, short film about it. I think that could go cool, because, you know, googly eyes would kind of be funny as hell. I think a really good fleshy tone for the mask and then googly eyes inside would kind of hit a little funny bone in me. Ooh, making a like cartoon characters realistic. Are you shouting out whoever you choose? Yeah, basically whatever video I end up filming, I'll end up shouting out the person at the very start of the video. Yeah. hopefully, hopefully that will maybe do something cool. And if it gets enough views, you guys may reap some reward from it. And I would actually like to be able to help someone out and start their channel or whatnot. But it's also kind of a chance of like maybe only a couple hundred people will see it. But you know, depending on how good your idea is, it could go up into a couple thousand. Maybe I'll even promote it just so that way a couple more people see it. Although I don't know if that's a bad thing to say. Because I know some people, like a lot of creators seem to look down on promoting because they think like, oh, you're gonna get like weird viewers. Not in the sense of like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Viewers that aren't going to stick around for a long term because you just paid for some. Where I feel like if the video actually hits someone that it sticks with, you got a better chance with it. But also, shouting people out in the start of the videos, I feel like could be a fun twist, you know? I normally do like a reacting to Karen's type video, and I think something that helps build up other people would just be, I don't know, I think it would be a fun little turnaround rather than always kind of like critiquing other people for doing the wrong thing. You know, just kind of pat people on the back for their creativity, if that is gonna work out, you know. It's a kind of a risk, but hopefully it works. Hopefully it makes someone get some subscribers and whatnot. Although I don't know how much pull I have. But then again, we are looking for the best video ideas if you guys are new in here. If you give your best video idea, I will end up shouting you out at the very start of the video. I'm thinking right now, one of the best video ideas, walking for 24 hours. Although trading up for a penny to a car is a banger as well, along with wearing 1,000 shirts. Both of those last two are from Tyler. But walking for 24 hours, somebody said that they think that you could get like 50 miles. I feel like if you really push yourself, you could probably get 75 miles. What's up, Jamar Bailey? I hope you're doing good. Showing what? You know, maybe we do like a movie review. That could always be fun. I just don't know what would be a great movie to react to. Probably an old one. Like, oh my gosh. Do you guys know who Ed Wood is? Ed Wood was he's a notorious film director from the early 90s, I believe, maybe. And he was notorious for being the worst film director in all of Hollywood back in the early 90s. So maybe we do like a deep dive onto Ed Wood, see if we can recreate some shots of his, but make him a little bit better with now modern day practical effects. Spider-Man. Okay, I feel like you want to see me do some crazy stunts, and I'm not fit for that. But maybe we'll do like some trying to recreate movie scenes. Movie scenes. I don't know who we would. I'm gonna do that to Tyler as well. You got 3 in here, man. You're killing it. And I broke my lead. Well, all right, let's see. How many are we at right now? We're sitting at 9 video ideas total. Top 10 are what we're going through. So let me mark some of the best ones. Hiking a mountain for a good cause, because you know what? We love charity. Test products. What would I test, you know? Ooh, you know what? Maybe. Oh, a parachute from Temu. No, maybe we do like Temu products. Buy some like obviously crappy products, but try to work them as if they're good. I just feel like that could go bad depending on the product. Like a kitchen knife, I don't think I would trust a kitchen knife from Temu. How hard are you gonna like slam that thing down on the cutting board and then it's just gonna shatter into pieces? Maybe, funny products. You know, products from 100 years ago. Srule? Sool? Okay, I thought I was reading that wrong. Let me search that up, see what that is. I'm just getting stool, man. All right, let me search up products from 100 years ago, okay? Products from 100 years ago. Okay, what the hell? 100 years ago, there were Band-Aids? Scroll on YouTube, buy the first 10 items. That's not a bad idea. Maybe we'll do that one as well. Damn, Tyler. Well, if any of these videos do good, I might have to hire you as a video ghostwriter. Real quick, I'm going to go into a couple of products from 100 years ago. I don't know why that really caught my interest. I'm kind of waiting to see something crazy, and right now I'm just seeing a lot of normal shit. It's not that crazy. Shoes. Toys. What the hell? 100 years ago, they were not having fun with that stick and a wheel. You're lying if you think that kid is having fun. That is not a toy. This Victorian era pastime was popular well into the 20th century. Shut up. No way it was. No way. Record players, yep. Bicycles. Cameras. Sewing machines. Okay. Let's see like some crazy stuff from 100 years ago. Oh. The razors kind of look insane. Razors from 100 years ago? You know, this bottom part up here, that looks really sharp. I don't think I would use that. That's kind of like a weed whacker. Okay, I feel like we looked through most of them. What's the worst invention ever made? Live stream on the 16th. Like on the 16th of this month? So in 10 days. Worst products of all time. All right, some of the worst and most infamous product flops in history include New Coke. New Coke kind of sounds crazy. That was in 1985. The Ford Edsel in 1957. The Apple Newton. We gotta search some of these up. The Apple Newton, an early personal digital assistant that suffered from terrible handwriting recognition software and bulky design before being discontinued. Do a video about the 16th when everyone will clap. Everyone's gonna clap on the 16th? Maybe I live under a rock and I have just no clue what you're talking about. Oh yeah, August 16th. At once, people all around the world will clap their hands for 1 second. No politics. That's kind of a weird thing. Yeah, I just searched it up. It's backwards. What am I thinking? World Clap Day is a global event happening on August 16th, 2026. At once, exact coordination moment. People all around the world will clap their hands for 1 second. What's the point of this? Our mission, World Clap Day. You know, we're going to dig into this right now. This was kind of a good thing. Maybe we'll find some crazy stuff. Okay, I got an AI clap assistant. That's a little odd. Our vision. In every country, people will meet the main squares of their cities. Families, friends, strangers standing side by side. This will be broadcasted online and become real in the streets. Before the synchronized clap, each city hosts its own music, food, local artists, conversations, a moment of community. I low-key suck at reading. Then at the exact coordinated second, everyone claps together, not just imagining the world is connected, but knowing it is. Large screens in the main square cities broadcast the central live feed of the event. Cities see each other, crowds see crowds, continents see continents. This kind of sounds cultish. You're all gonna clap at the exact same time around the world? Oh God, there's a video. I don't know that I want to watch the video. You know what? Maybe we write down World Clap Day. We only have a little bit of time. We got 10 days. World Clap Day. We're gonna have to dig into that. That's insane. Okay, the synchronization becomes visible, tangible, undeniable. And immediately after that 1 second, the silence breaks into a massive applause to celebrate humanity for what the world just proved it can do, a peaceful, voluntary, global coordination of joy. I'm just going to be the first one to say it. I did not know British people had hippies. I'm on the website. This is interesting, you know? I like how the first thing says, no politics, no religion, no agenda. I feel like there is an agenda because you are trying to coordinate all this, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater on World Clap Day. I'm gonna have to dig into this. This is actually pretty nuts. What happened? Okay, so Google has a couple of other questions that like people also ask. You know, is August 16, 2026 World Clap Day? Obviously, we just learned that it is. What happens if everyone in the world claps? Let's search it up. If the entire world's population clapped at the exact same moment from where they currently stand, it would create no global catastrophic major weather shift or planetary earthquake. What the hell? That's kind of boring. I was hoping it would make the whole earth shake or something. What time zone am I in? I am in Mountain Standard Time. MST. What if 8 billion people clapped at once? Again, nothing. What? How does clapping find a lost child? It draws attention fast and signals that someone needs help. That does not seem right. Clapping signals that you need help? So those old people that like clap after a plane lands, are they just like saying, I can't get up, I need help? What happened after the plane landed that they need help immediately afterwards? And why is that the immediate next question in the list of Google's questions? I don't know if you can see that well enough. All right. Well, we got some banger video ideas. I think we at least got, can't do math, 6 banger video ideas. World Clap Day. Oh my gosh, my spelling is actually so bad. I'm having a hard time reading some of these. I could always go back and watch this video. But I think this was actually pretty successful. So pat you guys selves on the back. You guys did an amazing job. There are 6 total videos that I'm probably gonna upload, and that means that you have a chance of being credited out in the video. Sorry, I'm reading a comment as I was saying that. In movies, rich people clap for their butler. You know what? You know what? You just made me look really dumb, and I appreciate the fact that you were willing to do that. Tyler, you have been a goat, giving some banger video ideas. I appreciate you very much for stopping into the live today. The other person that is watching, that is number 2, but is not commenting, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you very much for watching. I think I'm going to call it good for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow. Maybe Saturday would be a little bit better. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for today's live. I know it was very short, but we got some good video ideas, and now I just got to work on piecing them together and getting myself ready to actually film these. So thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.